Hello everyone, Carlos Flores, back on basics. So, before we begin this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new video that comes on board. If you have a topic, suggestion, feedback, if you want to connect with me, and so that way I can give you my take on any topic, put it in the comment section. If you want to connect with me on social media outlets, then on Facebook, you can search for me, Carlos Flores Jr. On Instagram, on X, and on Threads, you can type in at Back on Basics. And on WhatsApp, you can type in Back on Basics. And so let's talk about personal growth. Personal growth means a lot of things. It just means that you're growing as a human being, that you're growing as a person, that you're growing as an integral and important person in your home, in your life, in your community, in everything. And so where you personal growth means that you are willing and open-minded to learn. You're not the one that says, "Oh, I know everything. I'm done." You're the one that says, "Teach me how to do that so that way I can do it and I can help you get better and I can get better as well." So for example, look at me, right? I'm almost 50 years old and I'm learning how to be a special education teacher. I mean, the relationship piece, the supporting the parents, supporting the teachers, supporting the administrators, supporting the kids, supporting everybody, and making those connections. I mean, that's a given for me. I mean, that's my personal growth because, my family, my parents, my experiences have taught me to look inward in order to be compassionate, right? Compassion. Remember, that's the reason why I always say compassion. Be compassionate all the time. Because if you're not compassionate, then you're not looking at the person that's right in front of you, all around you. You're not looking at them from all different perspectives. That's the easiest way to put it. So that's personal growth. We need to learn about ourselves. Remember, I've said that before. Also, we need to learn about learning about getting to where we want to get to, about growth, about attending different things that can help us move forward, that can help us focus our lives, and also it helps because every time you grow, you learn something new, right? Every time you move forward, you learn something new. Every time you want to get to where you want to get to, every time you want to be better, right, than yesterday, then set yourself a small goal. I want to learn this. I want to learn blank. And so learn it. I mean, at some point I learned French. At some point I learned different aspects. It gave me a wider perspective. At, at some point when I earned my bachelor's in psychology and my master's in counseling, I learned how to connect with people at a different level. And now that I'm working as a special education teacher, and I'm learning how to be a good special education teacher, then that is helping me learn how to scaffold, right? How to build things so that way we can get higher and higher and higher. So that way we can think differently. So that way it helps me as a ladder to climb up so that way I can help more people. And it's amazing. So personal growth can mean, you learn how to play a guitar or you learn how to play another instrument. Why? Because by doing that, it actually expands your mind, ladies and gentlemen. It is amazing because me, because I'm a lifelong learner, right? The more I learn, the more my mind expands, the more I see things in a different level. It's not like the Matrix where you see like the X's and the lines and everything, or the zeros and the ones, but you see it differently. You have to see it differently, because if you don't see it that way, then you won't be able to see what people need, so that way they can be supported. You won't be able to see what you need, or you won't be able to have your support system look at you and see what you need. So personal growth, or it's something that we all need to work on every day. And I know that I've said so many things that we all need to work on every day. But remember, it doesn't have to be in school. It doesn't have to be from a book. It can be, right? Watch all my videos. I talk about many topics. I mean, it's my perspective on life balance. It's my perspective on motivation. It's my perspective on positive thinking. It's my perspective on life. I mean, mind, body, emotional balance. And so life balance to me is something that is a must, because if you're balanced in all aspects, or most aspects of your life, then you can handle almost anything. You can handle adversity. You can handle creativity. You can handle different aspects. And so again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to make sure that you understand that personal growth doesn't mean that you have to go to school. It doesn't mean that you have to take a class or you have to read a book. I mean, if you want to do that, great. More power to you. But just learning from somebody else. Ask somebody that does an activity or something that you want to do, and then ask them, how do you do that? Can you teach me how to do that? Remember, I did a short earlier on about learning from others, right? Observation, looking at things in your surrounding, helps you a great deal. It helps you get to where you want to get to. It helps you learn by watching somebody else, by watching somebody else's success, by watching somebody else's mistakes, by watching somebody else's failure. I mean, even by watching somebody else's uh, giving up on their goals. It teaches you a lot. And unfortunately, that happens because a lot of the time we're working. And then at some point, the motivation goes. And at some point, we're not focused anymore. And at some point, we give up. And you know what? All that work that you put in there got you a lot closer to where you wanted to be. But because we don't have that personal growth, and we don't have that adaptability, and we don't have that faith that we're going to get to where we want to get to, then we slow down or we stop. And so again, personal growth is very important. It means you're learning something. It doesn't mean that you have to be in school again. And I'm a broken record, because I know that that's the first thing that people are going to say. Oh, I'm not going back to school anymore. It doesn't mean that way. I'm a glutton for punishment because I love school. I go and go and go and go and go. And so again, learn something new. Learn something from a book if that's what you want. Learn something from life. Life teaches you a lot of different things. There's a lot of videos that teaches you a lot of different things. There's a lot of videos on YouTube that show about facts, about different things. It's becoming kind of like a it's becoming your personal best. Becoming best at something. I'm becoming the best. I'm trying to become the best at helping you, helping everybody, helping the over 492 subscribers, how to have life balance, how to deal with adversity, how to react, and also how to adapt, how to have mind, body, and emotional balance. So again, watch the videos. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at Back on Basics 9985. And then go to it. Learn something. Do something. Get involved with something. Watch somebody. Learn from them. Right? And so That's what professional growth is about. Till next time, back on basics.